Hey, Catherine. Let me know if you can hear me and see. All right. James Kaufman, World News Report today. Today is March 14th, 2025. Tiff, I was on the potty. Why do you have to be so female mean? I have to use the potty every once in a while. I did get going for you. Was I not quick enough? Text it to me. All right, ladies and gentlemen, I'd love for y'all to go out and see if there's any Aurora Borealis with your cool phone cameras pointed towards the north. Especially if you're in Canada. I've been wondering which ones are wrong. Is it ACE and Discover that are wrong, or is it our GOES, which would even be worse, and our KP, all 4 KP indexes? That seems awful hard, right, to believe. All right, mean man, because I had to go to the potty. I couldn't get up from the potty to go get the phone. I figured you just wanted me to go live, so I went live. I mean, you're a ton of fun. All right. Ladies and gentlemen, here we are tonight again. It's going to be really crazy. We have tornadoes on the ground right now. Tornadoes on the ground. Let's quickly look at the tornadoes on the ground because that's a serious situation. And then, let me upgrade this, and then we'll come back and do, these are tornadoes really on the ground, and this is a lot of tornadoes. Welcome to the beginning of tornado season. I believe this is the biggest outbreak we've had thus far this year. Tornado here and there. We have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 tornadoes on the ground right now. And, you know, this is just what's currently on the ground. I don't like the way this looks at all. They say it's ELF static. I say it's something else. They're sending pulses to intensify this stuff. And they would be headed for maybe Louisville or Cincinnati, Ohio, or Indianapolis with all these tornadoes. We also have tornadoes all the way down almost to Texas. We do have them just north of Louisiana and on the Texas border here. And these are all through, well, really Alabama. So that's our biggest worry right now. Well, it's not the good radar. Here we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 tornadoes on the ground. And this is going to be all of Alabama. That's my animal whisperer. Can y'all believe that a bird or a butterfly lands and see him tell his hand every day? Y'all call her that. I call her something else. Whoa! It's not bad though. All right, so they did nail it as far as a forecast. Well, I guess it really is in this area here, all the way down in Texas, and not this low in Arkansas and Mississippi. It's more into, although, hey, the day's not over. Don't get me wrong. Okay, this is a huge swath. Look right behind it here. Heavy snow, mixed precipitation, freezing rain, heavy snow possible, critical fire warnings. Look at the critical fire warning here. This is probably the worst news. What we're having here is the whole, it's not only that we have tornadoes on the ground, the whole Central Plains, after I said it, I should just quit saying things. After I said it 2 days ago, the whole Central Plains is on fire. All of it. You'll see in a second. This is tomorrow. It doesn't get any better. It goes all the way up into Ohio, Pennsylvania, West Virginia. Is Cat on the line here? Be careful. Of course, Louisiana, Mississippi, Alabama, Georgia, South Carolina, North Carolina, Tennessee, Kentucky. I mean, it's a big swath. So this is our first tornado outbreak of the season. It's going to be a 3-day outbreak. And then it's going to hit the entire East Coast. This is going to be 3 days out Sunday. I'm trying to give you all the best information here. Now, we do have a lot of power out and stuff like that. And we've got, again, 15 tornadoes on the ground right now. Do y'all want me to stick with the tornadoes and show you where they're going? Or do y'all want to start the presentation from the beginning? And when we get back, we'll have a tornado update. All the above? All right, so what we'll do is we'll start off guessing how many volcanoes are erupting, and guys, it's going to be a high number. I just see things that are happening, and if we look at the ones that are awakening as well, it gets into good. Our volume's up. They didn't have time to hack me, right? I'm going to count them. Y'all guess them. I think the number was right around 79 or 78 last time. We've never been that high before. We've been counting these things for 11 or 14 years. I won't say never. I'm just saying within the time period we've been monitoring them. So let me get to count. There's 3 right there. 4, 5, 6, right? Minor eruption in orange, major eruption in red. This is just blowing me away. 38 right there. 39, 40. $48, 49, 50, 51, 52, 3, 4, 5, 55, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 60. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 72, 73, 74, 75, 76, 77, 78, 79, 80, 81. It's epic. I knew we had a problem up here with Iceland, and both, well, we have 2 going off in Tofu right now as well. So 81. I'm taking 3 flights. I used to go to Amarillo when I was a landman for 35 years. You can't even get a steak that's edible there. I mean, I'm telling you, whew. I'd have my on the rental car, I'd have my vice president drive me down there looking for a steak. Best steak within 100 miles. I mean, you need a chainsaw to cut through it, man. Maybe they did it on purpose, but there is nothing for a cow to eat out there, right? I love my red steak. Usually we go to Wall Street over in Midland, go the other way, south, on whatever that road is, 25, 35, I don't know. All right, so that's going to be an all-time great here. 80 mile per hour winds, Tiff, we're about to go over that. We have fires already. So real quick, earthquakes. Of course, it is going in, well, it's the weekend as far as Canada is concerned, by noon on Thursday. Canada is a lot like the European Union. They like to live off of the, well, hard work of a lot of the Americans. Although I know there's a lot of good Canadians working 30 to 50 hours a week. Most Americans work 80-hour plus weeks to survive. Yes, it's that lavish lifestyle we're living, right? But 80 hours a week. Everyone else is playing around a lot, and we're putting in the extra time. So we can pay for everything for everyone all around the world, right? It's our job. No earthquakes. All right, down here, microvolcano. We had a 6.0. I would usually cover a 6.1 for sure. 6.0s I've stopped covering, although that's a big quake. Real quick, we'll get some detailed information about it. How many atomic bombs? Not even one atomic bomb of energy was released. Isn't that crazy? I just go on to the next deal, right? Everything in yellow is a volcano awakening currently. They're measuring gas and seeing gas from their satellites. And everything in green is something that's gone off within the last 10,000 years, which is a speck of time. Everything in gray, it's gone off within the last 15,000 years, and that's a speck of time. There's a lot of volcanoes, obviously. These are only the ones that have broken the surface, the sea surface. That's only 27% of the land on Earth. So you can imagine 73% of the volcanoes are not on this map. They're underwater, working their way up as Earth grows, right? Working my way. I'm going to talk, let me get rid of all that, guys. Talk to y'all about some things here, and we're going to go on. I'm going to go on for all or nothing. It's all or nothing. We've been having hundreds of earthquakes that aren't showing up on these maps up in Iceland, and we have, these are not, I think this one is the second volcano that went off, not the big one that took out their geothermal, the biggest geothermal plant in the world. And then we have these two that just woken up here. And Iceland's got like 200 active volcanoes on it. And this is out on the Reykjanes Peninsula, right? And the capital is right next to that. That's the capital right there. Gonna be a shit show. The USGS warned us today that Spur looks like it was going to erupt based on their flyovers. They gave it a week or two to erupt. My thoughts is if that's going to erupt, it's going to come all the way down to Mount St. Helens or near, and some of these other ones. Hey, things are getting crazy. I want y'all to jump over here. These are all awakening volcanoes here in Sicily and in Italy. There's not a lot of reporting probably coming out of Russia. They used to report very well. And China reports pretty good, but right now I'm not getting any reporting. I've never seen a 2-3 day time period, especially where we're under a geomagnetic storm, where there not being any earthquakes over this huge caldera here. The only thing that saved India was the Himalayan mountains, and that plate boundary is lit up. There is a lack of connection here in the plate boundaries, and that's filling up. It's going to be a lot of movement. Going around Indonesia here. Oh, I guess I have to talk about my favorite subject. Y'all know that. All right, y'all see that? That's one of the snow resorts. Y'all see that? You can barely see it. It's a mountain range. Some of the smaller resorts are there. The only other resorts in all of Europe are the French Alps, the Swiss Alps, the Austrian Alps, the Italian Alps, the German Alps. You'll get it. Austrian Alps, the Alps. And this is the only other one. This is Romania over here. But what, and this looks like a volcano awakening here. Definitely, it's Foggia. It's going to be a volcano awakening here that's gone off within the last few years. So this place is about to get stirred up. Now look what happened. Look, Tiff, we have a volcano that's appeared in the Aegean Sea, just like the Bible spoke of. It spoke of a huge earthquake that was felt all around the world, a 10.0. You know that a 10.0 is 10 times stronger than a 9.9? Could y'all even imagine getting that strong? All right, but look, this is what we're seeing, all the energy, because this plate formed right here, and it's except for the little black part, it's all formed here between Turkey and Syria here. I know it's not on the line, but it's a 200-foot gap, and Turkey's side is 100 foot above the Syrian side. I've seen some pictures of it. I could show y'all, but I don't have time right now. The Aegean Sea here, it's going to be where Greece. The only reason I know that's where Greece is because they found the temple of Poseidon a few months back with the statue and everything, and that was at or in Atlantis. Although we figured it was right here anyway. So we already have the seven armies surrounding Israel. We really do. We got Turkey 1, Egypt 2. Syria 3, Iraq 4, Iran 5, Jordan staying out of it here. I mean, it's getting close. I'm sure we could find more angry people at Iran. They're not good people. But I wanted to show y'all what was going on right there. Remember, there was nothing a year ago? But I told y'all this was going to happen. Just like I told y'all about the Senate vote. I should start betting again, because I'm probably the only person that gets stuff right most of the time. Can y'all believe that they sent up the fake rocket with us on it while they voted? Hey, Tiffany, la 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 la, Palma, doot doot doot, LLP, baby. All right, this is the Indonesian islands. This was all formed by this huge volcanic structure here. What is its name, James? Well, it's called Xin Zhang. We're going to go with Xinjiang this time. You can see the magma hit the highest mountain range in the world and actually went around it. And this hard line here, that's the Chinese line. That's as far as the magma went when it erupted 8,000 years ago. That's where the hard Chinese line is. And this is Laos, this is Burma, this is Thailand, Vietnam, Cambodia. It's funny, China never wants any problems with those people. Always India. And this is all China here, baby. This is all China. There's Shanghai, Hong Kong's right about here. And then, of course, we have lots of magma movement under all the volcanoes. A lot of that was caused by the Shanghai, all this stuff, all this volcanic ridge here that runs around into the Philippines. We've got a lot of volcanoes in yellow there, and if they start awakening, well, they're awakening, we know that, or they wouldn't be yellow. If they start going off, well, we could have 2,000 volcanoes go off and, still be within the bounds of the map. All right. Everyone here must know what Zealandia is. Zealandia is this continent right here that is rising. New Zealand's got a land claim on it. That is White Island Volcano. But wait, James, that is White Island Volcano. That is Erebus. This is whatever, Murdoch Station. And they've got it all Googled out so you can't see shit. This is the one that's supposed to shoot out $6,000 worth of gold every day all around it. That's what the authorities say. And this is the same name as the one here in New Zealand that's been going off and on. And this is Tonga. Tofu and Tonga up here. These are, wow, we have, I think, 3 or 2 at least. That's where the rods of God hit. And here's my continent, Zealandia. Now, New Zealand's trying to make a land grab on the light blue part, calling it their continental shelf because of the depth. And by definition, it does mean that this could be their continental shelf. You have New Caledonia right here, Papua New Guinea right here, Fiji right here. Now, the problem is are they a continent? They said they were going to drop out of the UN unless the UN gave them. Imagine the natural resources, oil, gas, and other natural resources within an area larger than their island. I don't think they're a continent, so how can they have a continental shelf? And an island shelf, well, that's not really defined by law. So anyway, let's move back up. There's more pressure. What are all these bumps? These are all volcanoes that have not breached the surface yet, or they'd be islands, like the ones here at the end of this volcanic range coming from Russia here, right into what? Kilauea. Kilauea looks like it's still going off. Someone told me it wasn't. There's some magma movement there too. And its brother or sister will go off. What is it? Hana. You can see the peninsula up here in Russia. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 volcanoes going off there. And then we've got 2 going off in the United States, Aleutian Islands, Great Sitkin and Corvin. And then we have actually 2 on U.S. proper, not lower 48, but U.S. proper. There's Spur, which the USGS warned us on. Now there's more pressure on this plate boundary right here, according to the USGS, not according to me, okay? North American plate's here, Pacific plate's here, Euro-Asia plate is here, Indonesian plate's here, and they all meet right here. Look at all the volcanoes and volcanic ridges. And of course, that's Fukushima right there. Look, they still haven't. All that is an ongoing problem that's getting worse and worse. It's never been mitigated. They're dumping millions of gallons of radioactive water back into the sea now every day. Because who gave them permission? They gave themselves permission. Meanwhile, they built 12 more nuclear power plants. One right here. Here's a volcanic range. Here's one coming through here. And we have this volcano awakening now all of a sudden. These guys, I thought, were some of the smartest people in the world, but fool me once. Wow, we have 2 here. These must be small islands. They are volcanic islands, just broken the surface. That means that whole ridge, if it's underwater, that whole ridge could be lighting up right now, and we wouldn't know it, or at least they wouldn't tell us. They can see that heat and that methane gas with their satellite or their balloon or whatever the hell they're using. We can't see shit. All right. All right. I'm going to bounce over here. We're going to cover Central America here, all the way from Mexico City down. It's soon going to be the West Coast. All of this area here's volcanic in BC and really into Alberta. Of course, this Yukon Territory, Northwest Territory, all this looks like volcanic rock to me up here too. And we know that there's 90, by the article today, they guesstimate there's around 90 active volcanoes around this rim right here. If those start to go, could get ugly. This is the Salton Sea and Sea of Cortez here. We're going to go over those in a bit. You can see all of Central America, Guatemala, Honduras, Nicaragua, Costa Rica, Panama. They're all just moving all day long. When you're walking down the street, you feel like you're on a roller coaster. You must. I've been through probably 6 earthquakes in my whole life that were over a 3. And I felt like I was on a roller coaster. All right, Venezuela into Colombia, Ecuador into Peru. The Peruvian Chilean wedges lighting up, finally. Thank you. This is one of the few things I've been wrong about. I just thought it would awaken with 26,000 volcanoes in this area right here. I thought it would awaken quicker, but I do see a lot of magma movement. I see a lot of yellow here. And all throughout the Peruvian Chilean wedge, looks like we're igniting, especially with the energy that's going to be coming from that 6.0, right around, where'd that quake boundary go? Right around that quake boundary. And there's Michael Volcano in full eruption. In full eruption. Alright. Is anyone around the Gibraltar Straits? There are plates here that just aren't connected. And look, La Palma. Portugal. Portugal looks like they have an awakening volcano, and Cape Verde does too. This could get real messy real quick. Real messy real quick. Alright, moving right along, because that's how we do it. We got a 5-6 coming in at a 5. Very deep in Mexico, though. I didn't know that was going to be Mexico. I guess somewhere in Central America. So that magma is moving north, and you know what? Who's north? These guys here. DEI hires. That's us. The DEI hires, the ones that work 90 hours a week and pay 50% in tax, sales tax, stickers, licenses, etc., so that they can waste it on the rest of the world that doesn't work. Yeah, I'm really excited about filing my extension. I like to just disappear into the woods somewhere. All right, 2.0, North Carolina. I'm going to zoom in and see if there's a pit or something right there. A little out of the ordinary for me. In fact, that might be a pit, but let's get it right. Let's not guess. It's hard to tell. It's like some of these could be pits through here. Hard to tell. See all this? It's like surface mining, maybe coal. All right. No fires. This is from the Canadian government. We know they're all at work today. What is it, Friday? They've been there since bright and early, 6 a.m. 6 a.m. All right. These are the actual red flag warnings and fire warnings. Now, we're in the worst shape we've ever been. We got fires throughout. We have tornadoes. We got 15 tornadoes right now on the ground. And fires all the way from North Dakota to Oklahoma. I'm about to show y'all. These are real fires now. And then look down in Texas all the way to Monterey. I'm sure, look at Mexico. It doesn't look much better. They're just not issuing warnings in Mexico. Then we've got some East Coast fires here. How's that damn fire over there doing? 95% contained? God, it took them a long time over there in the Hamptons, right? 191 acres is not huge. And contained as well. This is catching on fire. Red flag, red flag, red flag. Fire warnings here. 60-mile-per-hour winds, which I'm about to show y'all. It's beginning to be a shit show. This is GOES, real-time satellite. All these fires down here in Oklahoma. The real heavy dark red, that's going to be my new Landsat. You can see the passes. Who would make a brand new $1 trillion satellite that only had a breadth, if you will, of 250, 300 miles? What do you get, a little bit of something every time you go over? Doesn't make any sense. Where GOES can see the whole planet. So GOES says that all these are 404 hectares or 1,000 acres or bigger, and they're active right now. The other ones, the dots, are smaller. There's someone in Boston, back again. Gramos! How are you? I've had tennis elbow before. I used to play professionally on the Coca-Cola Tour. Once you start getting it, there's no giving it back. All right, over 1,000 acres. Over 1,000 acres is all real time up south of Denver, and that's Wawa Springs there. Now, regularly we're seeing fires over here in Washington, Oregon, all throughout here, but they've all moved over to the East Coast. If anyone hasn't noticed, is this because the poles are moving again? I think the poles are moving again at about 40 to 50 miles a year, which I believe is pretty fast. Considering I think the globe is 7,200 kilometers in diameter, or, well, I believe that to be a fast. Sir, what are you doing in 30 minutes? I'm going to be doing this. What do you mean? You know what I'm doing? You're welcome to call in and say howdy. Let me get through a little bit of this. We'll have call-ins, you know. We're open for anything. All right. So the red lines are Landsat, much newer, but and much more sensitive. They're catching some heat right there near Yellow Springs. This is Snake River, Caldera. We're seeing a lot of activity up here. Gosh, and Miss Teresa just come up with a name. It's a Glaciers Volcano of that volcano right there. And she's not going to be able to give it to me. All right. Let's see. What's the latitude and longitude? Teach you a little something. It kills me. Well, that's not going to be good enough to show y'all. All right, so we got lots of fires, especially what are they after Tennessee, North Carolina, Kentucky, and West Virginia so bad? Oklahoma as well. What are they after there? Are they looking for y'all to get the hell out of it so they can steal your natural resources like they did in the 23 countries? Is that what's going on? It kind of looks like it to me. And we all know I'm never wrong. So this weird hole here goes from up and down. This is for some reason 0 degrees latitude. And I would look 0 degree latitude. I would love for someone to tell us why fires are not pertinent at 0 degrees latitude. I'm not saying they're impossible. I can go fly down there right now, 0 degree latitude, light one up, right? But we've been watching for 14 years and they just don't seem to like that 0 degrees latitude. All right, worldwide fires. All right, this is what's really scaring me here. I want y'all to look at what's going on. These are all fires, and this is a real-time situation here called airnow.gov. And they had a lot more stations turned off. They must know I'm on this shit. These were all turned off. Look at the air quality in Houston, San Antonio, Austin, Dallas, and then Oklahoma where the fires are. And then up here where the fires are. Look at, and remember we talked about only 5 parts per million increases your chance of heart attack by 20%. 5 parts per million. This is going to be hundreds of parts per million, man. 172. What are these purple ones? They're even more, I think. 205. Guys, we got a problem. Isn't it weird? 2 days before this happened, I called out the fires. If y'all watch my lives, no one else does. Y'all don't know this, but Deutsch stole half what he did off of me. I was good friends with him on the phone, and he was supposed to go live with me, so I told him about that shit in California a few years ago. He says, the military called me and told me I couldn't do any more videos. I mean, talk about fake publicity. They just turn your channel off. They wouldn't call you, bro. All right, Kansas City looks just awful. These are all fires throughout here. This looks just awful, man. Look, so it was turned off. Remember when I told you a second ago? It's an hour. I said when I came on, everything was turned off. This is PM 2.5, the deadliest particulate known to man. And they were all turned off. I was like, wow. Well, now they've turned them all on, and I can see these are turned off. Watch. I can see why they're turned off, right? Whoa, they don't even want to show you what it looks like here in northern Arkansas into, well, Kansas City and Missouri. This is just nasty stuff, guys. Nasty stuff. And it looks like it goes all the way around the Great Lakes, all the way into Michigan, all the way into Wisconsin, really all the way to the seaboard and to DC. But hey, this is deadly. Although yellow is deadly too. See where this is. Oh, that's Austin, Texas. Look at that jump. This is all fire related, and a lot of it could be related from all the volcanoes that are going off here. There's only 4 or 5 things that make PM 2.5. Fires and volcanoes are the 2 main ones, they say. About 95% is made from that. I have never seen the Schumann resonance go off with space weather. I thought it was impossible. It's worked out for me for 10 years, 5 years, 7 years at least. Live and learn. Live and learn. All right. God, look at that. I never thought we'd be there this early. Is it May yet? Can y'all believe we have so many tornadoes on the ground? It's not even close to May. Look at these winds. Where these winds are, that's, what is that, about 60 miles per hour, 42 knots. Can someone run that for me? I could run it, but I hate to leave the screen. 42 knots is probably 46 knots. Anybody do a quick run for me? 46 knots. I think it's going to be around 60 miles per hour. Would be about 80 mile per hour winds per R. What's R? Is R next to H? Nope. And then we have this wonderful beast coming on shore in Oregon, very far south of where, and it's not spinning the right way to be a high pressure front. It's obviously spinning counterclockwise, which is impossible as far as the world that we've known for the last 200 or 300 years to what, about 6 months ago. And now I guess they come in as subtropical lows, and they just randomly change the name to high here when it suits them. It's good stuff. All right, these are tornadoes on the ground here. I'm not kidding. There's going to be a lot of damage. We can probably go to Twitter, get some footage now. God, I can't believe how many. Illinois, the central part of Illinois is just off the skids. Oh, there's one in Mississippi where my folks are. Charleston. I don't know this area very good. If y'all know it, and y'all have friends and family, there's Indianapolis. That's about as much as I know about this area. Wow! 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18 tornadoes on the ground. Oh, 19. Sorry, got it wrong, man. This one's moving straight up north. Got it wrong. And look, these are the fire warnings. So you have tornadoes with fire warnings, red flag warnings. This is unbelievable. This is going to be the worst summer weather we've ever seen, because guys, it's March. It's March 14th. We're not even supposed to be seeing. Well, let me just say, the fires are what scares me the most. The tornadoes always come from March, April, May, sometimes into June, but March, April, May, the tornadoes always come. But we've never seen winds like this in the Central Plains and Northern Central Plains especially. And to have 19 tornadoes on the ground on the 14th of March, trying to play nice with y'all. Jeez Louise. I will show y'all the power outage map. Can y'all even believe this is occurring? It's a sad situation here. These are, see the pink there? Look, I mean, we're talking about, this is the barometric pressure here. We're talking about some strong Cat 2 and 3 tornadoes will take anything and everything out that they touch. It's all American needs right there. There's Memphis. Looks like we got development south of Memphis that might clip and might develop south, even further south, and might hit Memphis. Now, I don't know if I'd be all too mad. I'm just kidding, Memphis. Look at that line, and we haven't even looked at that bad boy in Mississippi yet. I guess we'll look at it in case there's anybody in central Mississippi. My folks are down on the coast here. I'd be giving them a call. Dang, we got one over in Alabama, then near Greenwood, headed to Grenada, Mississippi. And we're on this, there's a little island right there. We're on that island right there. Wow, look at that coloring. That is a tornado going to Winona, which I am not familiar with. Can't be a very big town. I know Harrisburg, I know Jackson, I know all these towns, but I don't know that one. That is a very, very powerful hurricane. We're talking about getting to be ugly there. Cat 3, Cat 4, ugly. All right, not looking good. And of course, I'm going to show you. I just want to show you. Let me show you because I accidentally erased it. Okay, they're seeding this. This is how nasty they are. Okay, that's how nasty these people are. They're seeding it. Now, by seeding, they're dropping silver oxide and barium, which is causing all this irregular thunder, just like England and all the contractors do for other countries. How do we know that? Because of the byproduct coming out and the irregular lightning. There's two different ways that we know that. So there, like that's where the other one is. That's where the other, see the brown stuff? It's not like the lightning burnt up the atmosphere. It's like it burnt up the silver dioxide and barium they put in the atmosphere. Now, if we could get a view in front of this, it would be black stuff that they lay down. And then the byproduct, of course, is the, wow, this is actually still turning, look at this, subtropical low. See this? This is scary. Subtropical low being named as a high, also being enhanced by weather control here. And you can see the irregular lightning and the byproduct of the different heavy metals they put in the atmosphere to shock this. Wow. And then here they are again. These people suck, man. Here they are again. Is that Memphis? How come it doesn't say Memphis? I think we've been here before. Dun, dun, dun. I think I've been looking for that station for a long time. Me and that station just don't get along. All right. Gosh, I hate to show y'all a bunch. We got 2.8 million peoples with 152,000 out. I didn't know there was that many people in Missouri. And then, of course, gosh, Texas down here is not doing too great. but we're hanging in there. Hanging in there. So look, what's scary is this has been off for 3 months. And remember, they did the proton tests, which are dangerous as shit. We had all the big everything. Sun flares, had all the big volcanoes. What they've done here, this has just come on today. Set up beam, true, beam 1, beam 2. That means, I don't have the calendar in front of me, that means they're getting ready for 3 or 4 months of testing every day with the Large Hadron Collider. And this is the LHC actual dashboard I'm at right now. This just came on, enabled both the streams today. I watch this daily. That means that they're about to do some more experiments. And then diagnostic tests complete. Access to experimental cavern possible again. LHC machine fully patrolled and in restricted mode. Fully patrolled and in restricted mode. That sounds scary. That sounds scary. Anyway, we do have a beam setup going on. So y'all get ready to party. Party! I don't know, University of Michigan, I guess they took the breach and they are down. Alright, since I have y'all, I wanted to show y'all what's going on today. So, we had a little bitty flare. I'm not going to cover it. Although they seem to cause like this little flare here. These are the ones that seem to cause like these G7 geomagnetic storm. Today we actually went into a G2 for no possible reason. There's no flare, no plasma. I looked on everything. ACE, Discover. I looked at our electron counts. They are high. Proton counts obviously are not high. And there's no aurora borealis tonight, which really pisses me off. And there has been some time for it to subside. I just wish that we would have really concentrated last night to see if there was aurora borealis, so I can know if these people were lying to me or not. The only way I can tell is to see the radiation, and I'm at too low of a longitude to be able to put my camera up and see the radiation. So we got to get somebody else involved, or call 911. All right. Now, we are willing, let's see if there's any tornado damage. We are willing to take any call-ins. You know me, I'm always up for fun. But first, let's see if we got any tornado damage. It looks like there's going to be some damage here, guys. Pardon me. What is Elon doing? What you trying to do, Elon? There's Nancy Mace. It's that crap from yesterday, though. Whoa! That's Syria. I don't even think we can talk about that. Whoa, Debodo, whoa. He had the $10 million reward that was removed. He was a terrorist. That was removed as well. And now Trump just took him out. Whoa. Hold on tight. They're going to get rough out there. Although I think Putin gave him the okay. Putin wants al-Bashar, who kept the peace, just like the other two dictators over there. Saddam Hussein, I don't think he ever did anything. Definitely didn't attack the Trade Center. And Gaddafi, I mean, everything was peaceful. The Christians never got harassed. I don't know. Y'all decide. Let me make this a little bit bigger. And we'll look for tornado damage. Then we'll hit most recent or latest. Yeah, that's the most latest, all right. Big tornadoes everywhere, lady. Smart. I put damage in. Y'all quit using the wrong hashtags. Y'all kick your butts. Look, this lady she's gonna post it all night long until she gets a view. Post it once. Look, same lady, same deal. She'll get a view if it doesn't kill you and her first. All right. This is real. 18-wheelers thumped over. So trucks. These things love truck stops. Don't run into the truck stop because you might not run out. I need that $5,000 too, man. That would save my butt. Not one super chat, not one cup of coffee. I think I'm going to start to cry. Have y'all ever heard a grown man cry? All right, who wants to call in and shoot the shit with the host, James Kaufman? At least you know you're going to get the truth. My market predictions continue to hold true. I'm telling y'all, get your $2,500 together, open yourself up a Schwab or E-Trade account, get ready to go. If you got the stopping power, you can see how the pros do it. I'm actually playing the market down, and I knew to get out before today. Got to correct every once in a while. It's just like playing the market up. With options, you can get 10 times the leverage playing it down, and with options on futures, you can get 1,000 times the leverage, but you just don't want to be on the losing side of that bet. Sometimes one penny is $1,000. So I'm not telling y'all to bet. Y'all call it stock market trading. I call it betting. I've been on the other side of the desk too long. Look at this. I hate when these assholes do this. How would they do that? 8 minutes ago. How many times are they going to have to put it up there? They're all 8 minutes ago. You want to just, maybe the world is overpopulated. Look. Then they all use my hashtag tornado damage. Should use tornado update or something. Look at that. That's the powerful one. Down there in Mississippi that I told you about. It's like a Cat 3, maybe going on a Cat 4. They've ruined it. Look, the whole thing, search has been ruined. These are probably all bots. You can never tell. Keep going. The whole social media has been run by bots right now. And they're going to make sure that everyone just gives up and they make the money. Trust me. If you don't have to do the work and you can just make it appear on the screen, you would too. Here's likely where the mysterious words come from. I never could read that. I couldn't. Yes, cosmic waves. I've heard it all. Cosmic waves. I've heard it all. You know, Jason, we had to pay to get one tree cut down and removed and the stump removed, or the insurance company wouldn't write the insurance policy again. Can you believe that? And it cost a little bit over $10,000. It was a huge old oak tree, but I mean, let me say, no one's ready for that type of expense. And remember, or the insurance company wouldn't rewrite the insurance policy. Now, you can open up an E-Trade account with as little as $100, I think. You'll just have to not use options or futures on options. You'll just have to use the ETFs or exchange-traded funds so that you can't get caught under. The most you could ever lose was your $500. I'll teach you when it comes to pass, and that's going to be quicker. I said, about 18 months after it goes, maybe before that. Just depends on how the tariffs and everything else goes. But it looks like we are going. We're going to break that 400 day and then the 400 month, which are about the same place. Moving average, or week, moving average. And that's going to be game over. The machines will not buy that shit back. They're going to constantly be selling everything that they own. And it's, you know what? They never pay off if you have a claim, but you always have to pay them. And 99% of people's homes are under mortgage anyway, so they have to have homeowners insurance. If you live in a area that's flooded within 100 years, you have to have flood insurance. Right? I used to be an appraiser when I was 15 years old. So I'm well informed. Right? Well informed. All right, we need a caller in. Who's got the huevos? Jason Lusk? Where are you from, the U.S.? Sean Zane? You from the U.S.? Looking for a caller in? Let's see if I can get y'all a little bit better information that these people screwed up. It must be from New York City. Sorry, Tiff. Look, they've done it again. Oh, God, remember when we had him on the show? He's got like 3-4 million subscribers. Frankie McDonald. He was our guest host. He was live on the screen. I had him on Zoom. Frankie loves this channel. He says he watches it he scares the piss out of me. He watches it every night. Do I remember Frankie? In the house. Mr. McDonald. You have the egg, Sean. If you want to call in, leave your cell phone number over at World News Report Today at gmail.com. There's 2 T's. World News Report Today, all one word, at gmail.com. And I'll call you from a 713 Houston, Texas, unblocked cell phone, my iPhone. I've had it since 1987, the same number. So I won't be bothering you, calling you back, etc. Although all y'all bother me, don't y'all? Who remember having Frankie McDonald on? Tip, were you around when we had Frankie on? Look, I don't want to play it. I would shoot myself. It was like a 2 or 3 hour thing. We're his idol channel, or who he wants to be, but he has 3 or 4 million subscribers. Yeah, I hear you. Oh, Lord, there's a whole town. Missouri, we got problems. This is Missouri, guys, downtown. Rolla, Missouri. We've got huge problems. Can't believe that University of Michigan map won't roll. Hey, he said I was his favorite channel. Are y'all watching this? The whole downtown area is gone. Just FYI. That's in Missouri. 21 seconds ago. Hail's still falling. What's the town called? Rolla. Seeing if I see it on any of the other maps. Can you all believe it's this bad? The first night of tornado season. The first official night of tornado season, and this happens. It's Arkansas, guys. This is going to be a shit show. I think that's the one. Look, this is developing even further south, I think. Dallas? What? Someone puts the same thing up here over and over and over, and you just want to beat them. Or at least I do. Now, when you put your number over there for me to call you, I don't have it open. Usually I have 2 or 3 computers open. We were up till 4 o'clock last night with a live and the moon. And then we were back up with another live with a fake space launch. So you got to come back to the chat and tell me, James, it's in your deal. And then I will be obliged to block the display, but let everyone hear me. Ask your permission. They won't be able to see you. Don't worry. It'll be a phone interview only. And then once they can't see your email and things of that nature, and you've said okay. I really hit the wrong buttons that time. Hopefully we didn't lose the stream. Y'all check it out. Does it have your phone number on it, sir? So I can call you from my phone. I won't dox your number or your name. And if you want to use just Zane or Sean, that's fine. Just real quick, email your cell phone number if you're here in the U.S. And I'll call you from an unblocked cell phone number. I'll turn off all the stuff so no one can see it. If you're here in the U.S. If you're not, well, that's a problem. They charged me $600 for a call to Canada on this Verizon crap. Like to kick them in the butt. So I'll go look, but jump over and put your phone number there, and I won't dox you. I just ask if you have to text me and bother me, don't do it often. Right, Tiff? I don't know. If that's your phone number, your Google voice, no, I won't take a Google number. If that's what you're talking about. If you live in the U.S. and you'll give your cell phone number, this is my real cell phone number, so I'm not going to take a Google cell phone number. And Tiff, would I call them back if they put their number up? And would I block my number? If I do, then I'll have to answer, right? Would I block my number? And would I ever call them back? Do I even have time to think about it? Come on, guys. Who wants to call in? You know, they act like a lot of people are trying to call in at Marfugal. I was the only one. And I said, hey, man, you're the guy that stole my Ezekiel Will video. And he's like, He called me and asked me if he could have it first. I said no, because I was new to the game, didn't know. I should have probably said yes. And then he used it anyway. Of course, I was watching. Arkansas, gosh, there's 3 or 4 there. All right, down into Tennessee, down to Jonesboro, Mississippi, just not letting up, guys. Not letting up at all. This is till 3 a.m. It's going to be a shitty night in America. A real shitty night in America. And it's about to be that 90 to 120 days worth of... Today was our first official day of tornado season. How'd you enjoy it? Look, how'd you enjoy it around Jonesboro, Arkansas? I thought not. Sean sent number. Okay, I'm going to, like I always told him, guys, y'all can hear us. If it's American number, I'll check it real quick, call it, and after he gives us permission, hopefully he'll remain YouTube friendly, is what we call it. YouTube friendly, common sense wise. Alright, it's my wrong count. God, they're double whatever in me. A bunch of bastards. I'll just go where I'm supposed to go. One more time. Someone had to hack me for this to happen. Okay, yes, it's me. Someone's trying to hack me. It's probably Google and the deep state. All right, we got it. Google security alert. I got you. Let me see where that is. What state that is. Hold on. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. All right, we'll go for it. We ain't afraid. We ain't afraid.
Hello. Please state your name after the tone, and Google Voice will try to connect you.
No, this is Google Voice crap. Shane, you won't send your real one in? Yeah. Alright. We don't play that game. We don't play that game. Not in these parts. Sorry, player. I know it's the best you can do. Alright. Go back to... Is Amy around? Does someone want to read a chapter from the Bible tonight? Where's Jerome? When you need him. Big Al, you want to call in? It's been a minute. We're just screwing around right now. Looking at, God, a whole city was taken out, looks like. Look, is that the moon? What the hell? These guys are hot on the heels of a tornado with 5 feet conversation. There's some strong ones out there today. I see some blues and pinks in there. Worst colors you can get. But then they post it like 100 times over. Look. All these people trying to help. They're all bots. Bots looking for views. We can never, like as a person, keep up with the bots, guys. We got a big problem. As far as creators, social media. Jonesboro looks like that town that was just destroyed. Destroyed. I mean, gone. I checked. He gave me some Google Voice after I told him not to. It's not. I did check. You didn't hear it, Tip? I'll call Tiffany. Now she is someone I talk to. I'd say once a day, especially if I'm not on something. Like she helped us about the launch today. She called me for 40 minutes before it was taking off. I said, "What the are you doing, dude? They're about to launch the fake missile out of Cape Canaveral." I said, "Yes, ma'am. Sorry, ma'am. I'm busy. All right. Well, shit. Does anyone want to read from the Bible? I wish I was a better reader. Well, no, they're going to keep making their predictions over and over. I mean, I've been here so many years. Someone's going to come up with a new bullshit prediction. Now, did I predict even that they'd try to shoot the rocket off again when the Senate went back to vote? Did I predict that without any change to what was passed in the House, because they went home, they went back? I predicted it yesterday. Went back tonight at 5 p.m. and saved the government. Do you think that they want to put things on their own credit cards all weekend long? What are you, crazy? They're going on a retreat. Steak, lobster, the finest wines and champagnes. They would never close the government to put stuff on their own credit card. Tip, will you at least take a call to show? Zane, send your number in. Are you afraid? I won't call you back. I promise. Adrian, have I ever called you back? Never. I'm trying to see if anyone's on here that's called in. We don't have a lot of people on here tonight. Must be something really happening that I don't know about. Usually have some more viewers. It's alright. This is probably the important stuff. Oh no! Arkansas, 13 minutes ago. Cave City, Arkansas is gone. Cave City, Arkansas. Adrian lives in Australia, Tiff. You could pick up for a second. It's gotten so expensive to go out, hasn't it? I'm going to call Tiff, and she can at least pick up and say, "Hey, James, I'm busy." Hi to everyone. Hey, Siri. Call Tiffany Hartman on speakerphone.
Calling Tiffany Hartman.
Just to show people that, and I don't even save your number. I've got thousands of them in here. That it's safe. Tiff,
Oh my God, do you want me to yell at you?
Tiff, permission, and then tell them it's safe.
No, Not safe anywhere.
Run!
Your lives.
What?
Run fast.
Run! Can you believe this is Arkansas? Do you see these pictures, or can y'all see them yet?
Yeah. I told James.
What was the information that you wanted to call when...
No, I'm not telling you now.
I was on the bathroom!
No, you lie. You lie. You were not. You were drinking a beer or something.
I will, on my daughter's life.
Don't say that. You know I don't like that.
It's true, though.
Don't say it.
No, I'm going to do it. I'm going to do it because it's true. What do you got? The destabilization of Earth. I saw that part.
Yes, it is. It is destabilizing.
And I kind of figure that based on the snow space weather causing all these problems. But
It's other things.
What?
I'm not going to say what. No, I'm not going to say it.
Okay.
Something I've said many times.
The polar shift is
Many, many times over the years.
La Palma.
More. Nope.
The volcanoes
Bigger.
are Yellowstone. Listen, guys, the volcanoes are definitely going to go off. Okay, it's just time, and that regularly does knock the population down as much as 66 to 80%, and that's fish and mammal, and well, I guess reptiles don't die, do they?
I don't think so.
Not that I know of. They just turn a different color.
So.
The ones that live at Chernobyl,
Turtles and alligators have been around forever.
and the ones that live at Chernobyl, they just turned purple. None of them died. Now they're like, they can take like 5 trillion watts of radiation, and they just walk around purple and glowing. It's true.
Aliens.
It's true. They did, and
Purple aliens.
the wolves did it too. They said the wolves can take what would kill a human in one day, or in 1 week or something. They can take it in one day. The wolves near Chernobyl, and they said that they adopted to it, which is a Darwinism plus, right?
I believe it.
For his camp, they adopted in 40 years to where they can take as much radiation as it would kill a human, and they can take it in like an hour, but we can take it in
They're
a week.
used to it. They're used to it.
Yeah, it's called what? When you adopt your God, they've got this. This is downtown somewhere, Missouri again.
It's going to be a bad year.
Oh, it's early. It's early.
It's going to be a bad year.
Oh my God, this is an epic slide here. Let's count them. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20. That's what I see there. 20 tornadoes on the ground. Oh, I didn't even count 21, 22, 23. Excuse me. I'm like a moron. 23. 23. If it was 33, then I'd really be worried. All right, Tiff, I just wanted everybody...
All right, you want me to tell you?
Yes, ma'am.
You want me to tell everybody?
Tell them.
I'm gonna tell you.
Yes,
I'm
ma'am.
gonna tell everybody right now.
Okay, take a deep breath.
Listen, you know I've always said that I think Planet X is real.
Yeah.
Why? Because Popular Science did an expose on it
1984.
in 1979.
84.
Yeah, and then there was another one done in 84. The original was 79, though. And now, last night, I've seen several, not just one, but several shots of the eclipse with a rogue planet in the shot.
Are they on
And maybe even 2.
Are they on Facebook?
No, they're on
YouTube? Because
They're
I
on
don't.
YouTube.
Well, I can make anything look like anything on YouTube.
No, you know what? I don't want to hear your excuses. I'm saying I said this all along.
All right, let's put money on it. Let's put money on it then. Not a huge amount of
What
money.
difference does it make if you're going to be dead?
Okay, so I'm the only one that will win because we're not dying from planet.
I'm not.
How about $2,100? I mean, if it is real,
I'm right, and you know I'm right.
If it is real,
footage of it, people, commoners, look at the clips, see it's in the pictures. It's not one person, several.
You know, I watched something last night that said that there were over 1 million rogue planets in the Milky Way, and y'all know how small the Milky Way is, a little speck.
Those are black holes in the Milky Way.
No.
And yes, Big Al, I love Mary Greeley. I think she's awesome. And I believe Yellowstone's going to blow too, which is another thing I predicted over all these years that I've been with James. I've always said Yellowstone is going to blow. I say Yellowstone, danger zone.
Who said Spur was going to blow?
And you might have, but I've said Yellowstone is going to blow. We're going to see it. And
I agree. Hey, I agree that you've said that many times over.
there you go.
I don't think. Now I will say
And
this.
everybody said, "Oh no, Tiffany, no,
No,
blah, blah, blah,
no,
you're crazy, blah, blah."
She's
You'll
crazy.
see. I'll be the last person. No, wait, James. Honestly,
You're crazy. I believe in your Yellowstone theory. At least we're 50% in agreement.
all right. I'm gonna say that I'm gonna be the last person everybody thinks of when the world is ending. They're gonna say, "Oh, that Tiffany, she was pretty much
She
right
was
on
right
point."
on. No.
Tiffany Harmon. Oh yeah, yep, she did say that, didn't she?
I mean, I can believe that.
Amongst other things.
They're not going to be thinking about
Amongst other things.
their friends and family or their dogs and pets. They're going to be thinking about how you said.
No, they are too, though, because they're all going to say, "Oh yeah."
Well, wait.
Yeah, she's crazy.
Can I ask you a question? Even if the planet's moving at 10,000, 20,000 miles an hour, shouldn't we be able to see it coming for quite some time?
What did I just tell you? There's several people that have caught this same image on their phones.
Well, I was live from the best observatory, and then tonight I went out with my shitty iPhone. I should grab one of these 5,000 Zoom Sonys I've got on a tripod behind me, but it's just such a... They put Bill Gates mosquitoes.
And what's going to happen when this Planet X comes into our solar system, which already has been predicted for years upon years, which they've never told anybody about, but it's already been predicted. Do your research, people. That when this comes into our solar system, it's going to be havoc on the earth. Earthquakes, volcanoes.
But you know, let me just say, the Bible never speaks of a rogue planet. It only speaks of a comet. The Bible.
No, the Bible's not an encyclopedia, James, okay?
It says wormwood, and it's only as big as a mountain.
Okay, they might have said about wormwood is not a planet, though. Wormwood is an asteroid.
And that's what's the astronomer that's been on here 5 or 6 times?
Like twice.
Well, 3 or 4 at least. What was his name? He tried to sell me his scope so he could afford his rent.
I don't know. Maybe, are you talking about that Roger guy?
No, not Roger. I'm talking about the guy at Lafayette.
Let me tell you, Nibiru is real, and it's coming back around, and it's going to be rough, and it's already started.
Can you give us some kind of?
Closer, and it's going to get worse.
You don't think that I just showed y'all there was barium sprayed on this heavy metals to create these? I did show y'all that, right? I did show y'all that, right?
Right.
Would you agree with
I
that?
understand about spraying, but they're spraying that to control the weather.
In a bad way, they just want it more intense so more people lose their
But
home.
that has nothing to do with.
All right, so do you have a kind of? Hey, I love you. Do you have some kind of timeline or something for everybody?
let's just say, right, it's known by many names. Nemesis, Planet 8, Planet number 9.
Well, those are in Sumerian tablets. I will say that much.
And so, and it is true.
And
It is
I
real.
will say this. I will say this,
I've
that
seen it.
97% of all of the solar systems that we can see with our infrared, brand new Jim Webb butthole telescope, they're binary, trinary, or more stars. So they say that Nemesis or Nibiru could be our binary that's basically burnt out.
I've seen it, guys. It's coming back around.
Well, geomagnetically, that would be a killer for everyone on Earth.
Well,
and
geomagnetically, you are correct.
And like by killer, I mean like say bye to the kids.
Suck the Earth apart.
Right, we're talking about 500 mile per hour winds on the ground, and I mean we'll have a lot.
There's not going to be any escaping anywhere. So,
guys, we got 20 tornadoes on the ground right now at 12:33 a.m. And these are probably half the wind. Even when the tornado hits you dead on and your car flies up 600 miles in the air, those are half or a quarter of the winds that will happen if the atmosphere does disappear. We'll be subject to actual cosmic and solar winds, and it wouldn't be anything that we would live through unless we were in a deep underground military.
and I wouldn't even count that.
Right. I mean, I wouldn't count that either. I love that the Kardashians are building their doomsday bunker at negative, and I can show you. I did a video on it at negative 22 feet below sea level, where their house is over in the valley.
California.
In the valley, you gotta go over the mountain range there, where we were up on Mount Hollywood last night, guys, with the Griffin Observatory, one of the most visited government-owned science whatevers. I might go. It was moving so much, I might go there and laugh. I don't know if they'll let me look through the little hole. Maybe I won't.
I mean, let's get real. It's gonna affect us physically. I mean, I can already feel it affecting my health, and I'm sure a lot of other people are too. I know it.
If y'all just look into this, the people that live in Shanghai and Hong Kong say that 9 out of 10 people are gone. There is no more rush hour. There's no more people alive. They're just gone.
It's true.
Heart attack. Y'all look it up. Hong Kong, Shanghai, all the major cities in China. I don't know where they went, but even
do your research on Planet 9.
even these solar flares, NASA has admitted raises heart attacks. Even daylight savings times, 50% difference on heart attacks. They put that on you too, man. They're not going to let you go. You know, I thought Trump could win, and then each day I get a little bit more, either he's on their team or he never could win, or I'm not sure where to go. Some lady yelled at me. She goes, take a side, take a side. I said, I don't have to take a side. I don't have to because you say so. You damn white suburban female.
All right, simmer down with that.
Well, and I know you guys.
Can't we just get along? Everybody's got to get along. You know what? Everybody's in trouble. The good, the bad, and the ugly. We're all in trouble. Realize it. Face the facts.
So, do you have any kind of timeline? 6 months, 1 year, 2 years, 5 years?
Oh, why are you putting that on me? I mean,
Well, you're the one. Hey, whoa! You're the one making the claims. That's why.
Right, but nobody knows the time or the day.
Okay, and that's what I'm saying. Do you have any? And I'll give you years if you want to do years, whatever you want to do.
No, you know what? It's gonna get real bad.
Fast.
Quicker than anybody thinks. And it's gonna start with this year.
So it's going to be a 25, 26, 27 event like I told you it would be. And I think that this is a secular, and it could be something's passing, like a black hole or a rogue planet, something with a magnetic connection to Earth and our solar system, just based on the Grand Canyon cores and drilling cores that we've done with my companies. We can see that, hey, you can see 3 years here, there's ash right there. 200 feet down, that means it was 3,000 years ago, whatever. The geologists have worked it all out, right? They have drilling cores from all around the world, and they all say the same thing. All the governments know, well, I won't say the day or time, but they know the general time period. And
right, and there was a time I predicted for Planet X to come around. I can't remember right now, it's late, whatever, but RD uses the Tiffany think Planet X had anything to do with that observatory in Sun City that they had shut down and evacuated. And I do remember that
it was,
a couple of years ago.
So I was able to get on their computers. It was because they were selling porn and doing porn shit with kids.
Oh, come on. No,
I'm just telling y'all. You want the truth?
They hide everything, you know.
They can't hide anything to me, Tiff. You already know that.
I think it was because of porn. You think they...
I know it was.
You think they pack it as a serotonin porn?
It was.
Right.
I hope oh my God, did he get swatted again? Joe Page swatted this morning. So all the conservatives, you got FBI busting down the door, and like I've got a gun on my right, gun on my left. If I just look around, they probably think I'm grabbing for the gun, right? I mean, this is getting ridiculous. One of our congressmen here in Texas, U.S. got swatted 2 times in one day. What's weird is, how come 911 doesn't know where the call is coming from? That's what's really weird, because they always know if I hang up, they always call me back.
They know if you call 911, they have an exact location.
Or they wouldn't pick
where
up.
that call came from.
Exactly. Or they won't pick up. So
West 56th Street, apartment 2B.
or actually they have what's called a geolocation. It's latitude, longitude. But that's fine. Let me just say this. Some major people in Texas and around the country that have been fighting the good fight for the last 2 weeks, one of them got swatted. Now, how can SWAT keep coming to your house once they realize you're being swatted? 3 times today, okay? I'll show y'all. 3 times. How do you get swatted? MTG been swatted like 20 times? And of course, can y'all name a Democrat that's ever been swatted? Because I cannot. It's like we have so much, I don't want to call it pride. We're good people. We're not going to do that crap.
The government's bad.
Well, but I don't put government against the people.
All these countries, their own cahoots.
I put evil against good. That's really.
There are no good leaders. There are no good leaders.
There's got to be what about Thomas Massey, who Trump's now trying to primary, which means replace before he even gets to run.
It's probably a distraction.
Well,
I don't trust none of them.
Why would Trump get involved? Just because one Republican voted no.
What do you mean? Why did Trump get involved? He already is involved.
I think.
You think he's a good guy? Everybody thinks he's such a good guy.
Do you think I think he's a good guy, Tiff?
You know what? I know you're smart enough to know that he's not a good guy.
I knew that he had to be ushered in because I've got my little playbook called the Bible. Now, Norm Eisen has his playbook. It's called The Playbook. Mine's a little bit more, hidden. It's called The Bible, right? So I can figure out the earthquake right there in the Greek island area. I can figure out everything's going to happen in advance, just like he can. But
listen, every little story, news story everybody hears is all a distraction to distract you from their true crimes against humanity, which they're doing to every single one of us, and laundering our children and money and our tax money, our whatever.
So they were mainly
whole bigger picture.
They were mainly moving organs and children through Ukraine when this all started, and the Democrats, they're complicit with this children thing and these organ things. What I mean, my friend, he's a jet pilot, but he flies only once a week. He flies Hearts back and forth from Houston to Orlando, makes $300,000 a year. They give him a little Lear. It's brand new, all taken care of because they want the Heart to get there, right? He flies it over there. It takes him, those are fast, 600 miles per hour. Takes him a couple hours. He flies it back on Thursdays. Usually he's gone. That's his only job all week, that one flight. That one flight, because that heart or kidney or whatever the fuck it is worth so much. And then children. Unfortunately, and it's all about the Jews. Excuse me, I'm a Jew, so I can say that. I mean, they don't seem, well, their heritage insists that they sacrifice their first and second born. If you want the Torah does, and they believe in the Torah just like the Islams. What's funny is both the Orthodox Jews and the Islams want to kill the Christians, and the Christians are the biggest, by far the biggest religion in the world, but we're sitting here going, I didn't pay for that sound effect. I was able to do that. Thank you.
That was a great sound effect.
Thank you very much.
But the bottom line is everything is connected.
Everything is connected. I can't believe how much tornado damage has been done tonight. That's a whole downtown area that's been taken out, guys. Gosh, what are we going to hear tomorrow? Look, there's another one.
Maybe.
What?
Maybe.
This is Arkansas. This is 2 states down, man. Same deal. We will.
Doesn't Santel live in Arkansas?
Yeah, I actually text her. Look, I believe this is not the Burger King.
It's gonna get worse, guys.
Oh, this is
the winds are gonna get worse.
So
the storms are gonna get worse.
Let me just say, when she says
everything,
that,
fires,
it's a guarantee because there's going to be more moisture coming off the Gulf. So when it hits these subtropical lows, not highs, it's going to be a lot more bang for your buck.
It's all about magnetics.
Well, this would all be about low pressure and high pressure, but close.
Yeah, but everything is connected. The Earth, the Sun, the Moon, everything moves everything.
If I get this Andrew Schrader kid that keeps putting up everything that everyone else puts up, I get him.
Who?
When I type in tornado damage, I don't want the same picture over and over again. If it's already in there, I don't understand people. It's me.
It's okay.
So they're turning. The good news is they're turning CERN back on after I think since October something. It's been October 15th, 17th. So they're turning it back on, so y'all can at least work that into your conspiracy theorists theories, right? I mean, you got to intertwine it.
If it's a fact, it's not a conspiracy.
Well, and every conspiracy theory I've ever heard seems to be a fact.
Exactly.
6 months later, right? Look at this guy, 7,100. And
absolutely, electric universe.
They're feeling this. They're feeling this right now. I just can't believe that there's that many tornadoes on the ground right now. I didn't think we'd be covering tornadoes this early. And look, all the ELF. Someone was smart and they said ELF, ULF. That's extremely low frequency and ultra low frequency, guys. And they seem to stimulate storms. And that's what they use these, I'll call them radar dishes or NexRads or whatever you call them. I don't even know what, I guess these are supercells over in Milwaukee. I mean, why can't we have 10 tornadoes form over Chicago, just take the whole thing out, then jump over to Detroit, take that out, and then over to New York City?
Angel Spy said, I'm in tornado warning in South Illinois. It's crazy here and went through St. Louis, headed for Chicago. There you go. It's headed for Chicago.
Look, there she is.
Tornadoes, they can't count them all. Oh, my God.
Oh, I already told you there's plus 20. And this is what's causing it. I'm so cool.
Can you pull up videos?
I'm gonna pull up Google Maps. I'm gonna show y'all what's causing this. I'm even meaner than that. You know that. You know me, Tiffany. We're not gonna F around and find out. We're gonna F around and F them. I'll have you leg sweep them. I'll bend them over and get them up to Chang.
Jeez. Crazy boy.
That was kind of funny, though. All right, we got. Pull it up. All right, I got to figure out where we're at. St. Louis is right here. Evansville is right here. This is going to be the next radar that's doing this.
Chicago, she said.
I'll tell you where it's headed. Missouri. Where's St. Louis right here? All right, St. Louis. We're going to close these because it doesn't look like. We'll look, make sure that no one email me any numbers. Oh. All right. Well, we'll get Zane on with Tiffany. Since you're new, Zane, you need a moderator on here. All right, real quick, you look at this one.
But they're headed everywhere.
Well, you can look 25 of them headed to Indianapolis. I'm trying to get a good. Hello?
Hello?
Yeah, Evansville. Will you please remember that and tell me where it is?
Evansville?
Yeah, we could probably type it in easier. Evansville. Yeah, I like to look, boss, right to it. Oh, that's a big town. Look at that. I would have thought it would have been like nothing. Just personally, I would have thought that.
What state is it in?
Missouri. And I can already tell you where the next rat is. I think we've exposed them before. And this is the big one here, baby. This is the big one. Whoa. They try to f me up.
Is that Illinois?
Wait, I'm not going to let them get me. Don't worry, guys. I know where I'm at. I know where their next radar ball is here, too. Those slimy,
Radar.
It's they call it radar, but it's ultra low, ULF and VLF. And what that means to us is problems. We're right where we need to be. Just a question of where they're gonna. There's gonna be an FAA flight center here. Talk about scuzzy. These people S-U-C-K. They do. I've already been to this one.
Yep.
Yep, you've probably been there too.
Yep.
Well, we could jump around and look for it, but they're running that out of this area here, and I actually thought it was
Come to Chicago.
I should be able to find. Oh, this is going to be it here.
What did Angel Spy say?
Look, Black Equipment. That sounds like a legitimate name. I'll bring this right into it, I think.
Oh my god.
Man.
It went through St. Louis.
Right, I'm on the other side of that where the thing that created it is. Just trying to find it.
Oh my god, these commercials.
Oh, what do you got a commercial on? Tell me how.
Oh my. No, I already clicked off them.
I know, but tell me like what
Alright, I will not.
price range I'm in.
Oh,
Is it a AAA commercial or is
probably
it
not you. Nope.
one of those? Oh God!
Mostly TikTok.
Oh, there. That's weird.
And he just posted Southern Indiana.
You guys, I won't last. Usually,
Northern Italy has red alerts. Covers cities including Florence and Pisa.
is those fire warnings, Northern Italy?
That's in Italy. And Angel Spy said Southern Indiana. Check Indiana.
We're in Indiana right now as we speak. I was trying to show you all what was at this airport causing all this, but I guess we won't worry about that. We're in Indiana. What do you think we're doing, girl? St. Louis.
I don't know where that you are.
I was trying to show you all these circles and
Southern Indiana.
So Missouri and Southern Kentucky. There's not a line right there, but there should be. And then we're right here. That was exactly where I was. I was trying to show you all the next rad that is making all this suck towards it. You can tell by I call it
I
chat.
thought we were checking the tornadoes.
That's what we are checking. I'm showing you how they're creating them. There they are on the ground. This is real time. Everything's real time. I'll put it in motion for you if it makes you feel better. Here they go in motion. What are you talking about, Tiff?
Yeah, I want to see it.
Nope, you're in. That's the United States National Weather Service radar. And I will see if anyone's got any more footage from today on Twitter. And I've got to make this big tornadoes.
Evansville.
That's
Check
where
Evansville.
that's where I just showed you downtown was going. Someone's telling me that it's funny. I was just there, and we were at the Evansville airport, ladies and gentlemen. It's me, Tiff. Come on.
I didn't see it.
You can't see. You can't talk and see, can you?
Think so.
It's too difficult.
Yeah.
Tornado. I'm gonna type in damage. Yeah, that's right. Downtown Evansville is basically gone, but it doesn't look like anyone was sleeping there. Hopefully. I say, hopefully, I'll show you all that again real quick. Well, when you spell it wrong, guess what? It doesn't work real well. It's a real killer on your... Uh-oh. This is Duck Hill. It's gone. Duck Hill's gone. Gone. I mean, this is going to get serious.
I can't see anything. All I see is a map.
The map. Maybe there's a minute and a half stall. You should see what looks like a shopping center where the whole walls are gone here. I will check. Y'all don't. Who does see? Well, who does see Chris Florida tornado damaged Duck Hill? 1 minute ago, by the way. Who sees all this? These are all tornadoes on the ground here, right and left. And then these white paths here, the lines, these are where they stayed on the ground. How far? Look at this one. Very, very dangerous situation. And then this is some people that are driving that don't realize how dangerous tornadoes are. It's something.
Oh yeah, those are the storm chasers. What's that guy called?
This is Gabriel Taylor. I followed this. They were chasing it, looks like.
Yep.
No significant damage that he found, but it was, of course, is dark. And then when someone posts something from the National Weather Center, the bots, they take it over and just repost for views for free from these Indians. By Indian, I don't mean American Indian. I mean Middle Eastern Indians. They run the show on the bots. Look how many times it's been posted. Thousands. Imagine their computers, they don't have to do anything. They're at home beating their slaves. Uh-oh. Powerful tornado just struck. Yeah, we know about Rolla. Rolla, Missouri. All of downtown Rolla is gone. Urged to stay indoors.
Oh my God. Where are all these people going to go?
Look, this guy's...
Smash that thumbs up for James, guys.
Thank y'all. You know, why do they... I'd much rather them hit at 3 or 4 o'clock in the afternoon, like a lot of them do, than 1 or 2 a.m. Because these people aren't...
Wow.
They're not ready. You can't just jump out of bed and be ready.
People don't even pay attention to anything anymore.
As far as like forecasts,
Really?
That's why I try to give forecasts. And that's why we know we have huge tornado warning tomorrow up into lower New York. And we have a huge tornado.
Yeah, they were spraying like crazy the last 2 days. So I know something's coming.
Well, they got to get their barium and silver oxide there. Look at those colors. I know the colors too well. They start to scare me when they get pink and blue. And, well, Tip, do you have any final words to these people? You want to say a prayer for anybody?
I'm praying for everybody.
All right, look at those colors. There's the blue. There's the blue off the charts. 140 mile per hour winds. So this is going to be...
100 and what?
Well, this is just what they're measuring on radar, 140 plus. It's going to be 1238. So it's quite a bit past 1238 now. It's 1, so it's 22 minutes past this.
It's not, that's not right. It's is 2:02 here, so it's 1:02 there.
Right, so this is 22 minutes ago. See the 3-8?
Sean really wants you to call on him.
Alright, let me call Sean. Alright, hold on, Tiff, okay? Don't hang up. Don't hang up. I know your reindeer games. We're gonna keep.
Alright, I'll try not to.
We're gonna hear it if she does.
You'll hang up on me. You won't even know it.
Oh yeah, that's what you're gonna claim at least. Claim.
Alright, go to Sean here.
Hey, I'm doing my best. Everyone thinks you can just snap. Oh, okay, snap. I wish I was. I dream of Jeannie.
Come on, Snapper.
I dream of Jeannie or that bewitched lady. I need one of those people. I would take either one of them at this point.
Hey.
All right, let me find out where he's at. I'm not typing.
Sean, I told him to call you.
I'm working on it right now.
I know. Lois said, call Sean.
Lois.
She
Let's
must be one of
see.
my haters.
Uh-oh. Washington, D.C. All right, we'll call you anyway. Hold on. We now have your home address.
No, he doesn't live there anymore.
I'm sure.
Oh, wait. No, he said... Oh, I can't remember now.
All right, add call. They want me to touch my phone to do it. That's always cool. And we're going to go ahead and call Mr. Sean. No, I don't believe in Planet Nibiru or Genesis or... Alright. Gonna merge them. James Kaufman, World News Report today. Who am I speaking with?
Hey James, it's Sean.
Hey Sean, we're live here on YouTube. We need your permission to take you live.
Yeah, you have my permission.
Alright, let me get off all your emails so we're not dogs and bring the picture back up. And Tiffany, I know, is on with us now. Tiffany?
I appreciate it.
All right. You never know. There's so many weirdos out there,
That's for sure.
Right. So how are you? Tell us about yourself. Are you a first-time watcher? Have you been before? Watched this before? What do you do?
I've been following you for a few years.
Wow. All right. And
I wanted to thank you for taking some hard stances and spreading awareness to people.
Yeah, those are the hard ones to do. The ones that cost you the most, right?
That's right, and they definitely come after us.
Right. Now, are you a creator as well, or are you just a observer?
I'm more of an observer. I lived in D.C. for 20 years. I'm a researcher, and
So you know all about the shithole. If you grew up there,
all about what?
The swamp. You're living in
I
it.
wasn't really a part of the swamp, but
No, but you still get
amongst them.
you still get to know about it if you live there, right?
Yeah, you learn to stay away from the attorneys.
Right. Which almost everyone is. So
Right.
you have a lot of friends, right? What kind of
Right.
business are you in?
I'm retired now.
You sound young. Good for you.
I'll be 55 this year.
So I just turned 57 a few months ago, so we're about the same age.
Right.
So you remember the good old days and like BMX and skateboards and
Yeah. I mean, the 70s weren't that great, but yeah, the 80s.
the 80s
started.
The 80s. Well, compared to the last 4 or 5 years, it's been tough. Now, tell me, what interests you the most, or what did I'm giving you my platform?
I started noticing. I moved to Florida, and I started noticing the.
What part of Florida?
Just north of Tampa, near Spring Hill.
Yep, I know the state extremely well.
So I started noticing about 2.5 years ago, maybe 3, the what people call chemtrails, which I never believed in that. I lived on the Chesapeake Bay. I watched the sky every day, and then when I moved here, it was so intense, like the crisscrossing lines, and so I'm like, there has to be something going on. So I started researching that, and so that's right. What kind of brought me to you as well, like you bringing up the weather modification, and so that's why I really wanted to talk to you about.
Well, actually, Texas, and I think Florida's trying to, or may already have, has passed laws that says the U.S. government and Air Force can't trail, but they really are not following those laws at all.
Right. It's a worldwide covert operation.
Definitely.
And so individual states they don't have any control over like a top secret, classification for
but
a covert program that they have deemed to be in our national, interests.
Save the world.
Yeah. So they're actually creating climate change to stop climate change, which is the craziest thing.
And actually, you kind of nailed it there.
Yeah.
Kind of like my video last night. I thought I was wrong, but I was wrong. You're absolutely right. They're creating climate change in diversion or propaganda to make you think that they're fighting climate change. And
right. And so, when it's so obvious in the sky and people aren't really noticing it, it does make you feel kind of crazy. So when you're the ones noticing it day after day after day, and nobody else is talking about it that you run into, so I think that's part of their program as well. It's kind of like a psychological warfare.
No, yeah, but you know what? Just as bad, it's that heavy metal getting into the soil and the groundwater.
Oh, yeah.
And
so
it's a double whammy.
You're right about all of the chemicals you've been talking about, but okay, so this is how they're creating the extreme weather. So they're flooding the atmosphere with plasmonic nanoparticles, and they accept a charge from things like you talked about, the radar, but
well, they also have planes that have electrical chargers on the wings that I've shown you, and you can rent.
So these plasmonic nanoparticles accept as much EM radiation as you can give it, and that's what's creating the severe weather. Is they're using, so you'll notice a lot of these tornadoes and things spin up near Air Force bases. They have really extreme microwave energy weapons. And
well, the Doppler has what's called ULF and ELF, and those are the frequencies.
But that's what you see when you see like it light up around the radar stations. Those are the plasmonic nanoparticles reacting to the radar energy.
And then you have to actually add in what they're spraying with the planes, which is that brown crap that I. So it's like a
it's a microwave weapon. Yeah.
Multi-layer attack. Can we call it an attack? I'm not quite sure if it's
and it's really scary because it is our military, most of all, that's creating
I actually had the 26 military bases in their yearly budgets from like 47 to 52, and the 200-page pamphlet on everything they were doing, and YouTube took it down. So I still have a copy, but if I put it up, they're just going to get me in trouble again. So
and our politicians had to sign off on it for them not to be reacting, because so many people, me included, have tried to contact the governors, and we never get any calls back. So,
well, here I think y'all did too, or y'all are doing it. We do pass at least state law. It's a felony to spray the skies. So these pilots have to start to wonder which side of the fence they're on. Looks like, guys, Trenton, Illinois got hit really, really badly. The first night of, this is so wild, tornado season, and we're going to have what looks like a catastrophe on our hands tomorrow.
Right. So they have learned how to create a vortex with these directed energy weapons. So when you see the new type of hurricane, it doesn't really have an eye. It's almost like a really small hurricane now, even though it's very destructive. Geographically, it's really small, and the eyes are almost non-existent.
Okay. We're listening. My platform's your platform. As long as you keep it cool, I'm cool with it.
Yeah. So they have electromagnetic weapons that can create a vortex, and we just saw it off the coast of Australia.
So, for all the viewers out there, tell us what a vortex is in common. Well,
I mean, any tornado or.
So he's really talking about
a vortex.
He's really talking about a system or a front of some sort.
Well, that's
not
the
really
thing.
a vortex.
And I want to talk to you about this, James. They've basically interrupted. They've dumped so much nanoparticles into the atmosphere that they've basically interrupted all natural fronts. If you notice these storms, they don't look like natural warm or cold fronts. They kind of linger for days.
Y'all want to see something funny? I'm here in tornadoes, and look at the dates. And this is the top ones. Look, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. They're all me. 6, 7. The most watched ones on X are all me. Oh, isn't that crazy? I didn't know that we had that pull on X.
So, James, we've interacted before. You just didn't know it was me. You shared one of my videos where I took a video of the particle fog with a flashlight, and you shared it on your page.
Are you from?
Got 20,000 views from it.
Are you from Florida?
Yeah.
You're welcome.
Thank you.
I remember.
Yeah.
Even after my stroke, I have photographic memory. But
okay.
I remember. You're right. As far as names, I'm not as good at that game as I used to be.
Well, it was a different name, so.
Oh, well, there you go.
Well, I mean, it was on my X account, so I
didn't correct it.
It was at World War Weather.
All right. Well, so what do you think? Where are we headed?
Well, they're not going to stop because, obviously, we were hoping that with, Trump being elected, the weather modification geoengineering would stop, but it's not stopping, and in some ways it's intensified.
Guys, he's not on. Ask no man to save you.
Right.
Ask no man to save you. Are you spiritual or religious in any way, or how do you fall on that sword? Spiritual.
I have a connection to God.
All right.
I wouldn't say I'm religious, but
Well, you can actually, instead of calling him God, you can call him the Creator.
Okay.
You know, because obviously everything's so perfect, it had to be creationist, right? It just didn't fall into place. So that's what I often do. Growing up, being forced into, well, the Catholic faith, the Jewish faith, the Jesuit faith, I'm very anti-religion, but I'm very pro-spirituality, although I still use the Bible as my playbook. Only because it just hasn't let me down yet, right?
Right.
Well, that's...
James, when did you have your stroke?
Well, I put it up. They hit my house with some sort of laser, and I have...
Yeah, they did the same thing here.
I have infrared cameras everywhere, and they only turn on when something happens, and then they go off in 15 seconds. Well, the one in the kitchen goes down my hall, and you can see my bed down with a couple bedrooms and baths on either side. It goes all the way down the hall. I've got one here. I've got them outside. And it started out with, I call them orbs. Orbs started coming out of the walls. And my camera came on, and my camera never went off. And I put it up on here. I could put it up for y'all again. It's scary, and I'll look for it right now. But I do have it on my phone. I always keep it on my phone.
So after I started exposing this, we had similar phenomena happening here.
Well, what they did is they triangulated my phone, so I never keep it to the right side of myself anymore. And what's even funnier is it ended up mostly taking my left eye. Like all the celebrities hold their hand over their left eye. Horst lost his left eye trying to kill his father's killer, Set. His father being Osiris, his mother being Isis. This is who, and it's kind of wild how that was my main.
You've heard of Havana syndrome, right?
I do know what it is, although really the doctors don't know what it is. It's going to be a microwave to the brain, and I have a lot of nerve damage. So
it's a type of directed energy weapon, and it's an anti-personnel directed energy weapon, and it causes all sorts of damage.
I'll go ahead and send it in so you can see if you haven't seen, and we'll watch right now. But my infrared camera, remember, it only comes on. It's high dollar shit. It's Sony HomeKit shit, but high dollar. It does black and white, and then does infrared, perfect at night, pitch. It came on. I had 44 orbs, and I count them all. And listen, it's been sitting in the same place ever since. We have not had one single more orb, not one. And then all of a sudden, my room looked like it was daytime times about 20. And then it even got brighter. And I woke up, I believe it was May 16th or 19th, about 24 months ago. And believe it or not, I didn't know it was a stroke or whatever had happened. I thought I was having a reaction to seafood, which I've never had before. I was just trying to be logical. Luckily, I took a couple of 325s, aspirin, and some other things. Went to bed. The doctor said it would have killed you if you didn't take those aspirin. So when I woke up, which I do have pictures, my head was twice as big because it was filled with blood, as it regularly is. And for me, I did not lose any mental, which I'm so blessed. And I did lose a lot of physical, like I worked out every day and played sports every day. Can't do all that, but I can walk. And if I didn't tell you I had a stroke, my left eye still what's called traces wherever I'm looking, right? So you can't tell that I've had a stroke. No one can. But I believe it was microwave induced, and I'd done a lot of info. You know, the defense company that invented what's called Thor. It's a.
I know what Thor is. Yes.
All right. He came on while I was doing a live about Thor about 2 years ago, and he gave me my biggest super chat ever. It was $600. And his name was so unique, only him and his father have that name. Now, 50% of that goes to YouTube and this shithole, you know that.
Right.
But I looked up the last name, and it was only the Northrop Grumman CEO and his dad, some Israeli name, whatever it was. But he saw it.
James, they have Thor microwave weapons stationed in Africa, and that's how they were making it rain in Africa this last to stop the dust. You know, the African dust comes over and inhibits hurricanes, right? In Florida and other places.
Oh, it inhibits hurricanes, but it also seems to carry what's called PM 2.5 now, the deadliest particulate known to man. And let me say this. At the time, someone had to bring him that video. Now, he responded quickly instead of, because I talked wonders about Thor, right? Because I didn't know better. A lot of these Chinese people are getting around that microwave reflection.
Yeah.
So y'all be careful. It's not like I've seen a Ukrainian guy with a shotgun, like a real trained person, use a truck trying to get outrun in circles a drone. And let me just tell you, it was sad to watch because it was about 2-3 minutes. You can only run around that fucking truck so many times, and he kept missing with his shotgun. I kept feeling so sorry for him. And then, of course, he actually gave up and let that. It was some sort of incendiary, right?
Yeah.
Go ahead and follow him because these are little bitty drones. They carry little bitty, not even as big as a grenade, incendiaries. And if they get right over you, it's just poof, poof,
Yeah.
poof. The average cost for those drones is between $500 and $750. So why do they care? You know what it costs to outfit a person and put them through the armed services training and get them to the front line? We're talking about tens of thousands of dollars. When you can get a drone to do it for $500, think.
Yeah, and the directed energy weapons are even cheaper per blast.
And you know what? That was a big sale point for directed energy. It was in the $1.13 range, as far as I remember, per shot. Now, let's see if I can get you all that video. They did me. They did me. And at the time, I was on Norm Ison's. I'm a oil and gas attorney for 35 years, and I retired into teaching college. And then this started going so well that I started during COVID doing only this. And, I'm going to see if I've got that still.
Yeah, I was wondering if you were targeted because I know other people that have been too.
I don't know what happened. I didn't. I have the picture from. So this happened at 1 or 2, according to the cameras. At 4, I woke up. My face was all huge, and I thought I had a food reaction. So I was like, "Okay, what do you take?" I took Benadryl. I've got my life has stopped 2 years ago when that happened. Took Benadryl and aspirin, and then the doctor said, "You've had a major stroke with major nerve damage. We can't believe that your mind is perfect and you can speak and walk and jog, and it's been tough. There's other things that are not going as well, but you know what? I'm so thankful because I've seen other people get it worse than me. right?
Yeah.
So here we go. I'm going to send 2 pictures. First, my 13-year-old, she's flying in tonight at 9:30. She's in tonight now. She's been in, well, everywhere. Key West, Key Largo, Fort Lauderdale, South Beach, 13 years old. When do y'all see her? She doesn't, and I hate to, her YouTube channel's bigger than mine at 13. Shit. Her TikTok channel is 10 times bigger than all of ours. Her and her little friend next to her. Y'all see that first, and then see if I always keep this because I'm not going to let anyone forget. Everyone said, it looks like you took a picture in your dealer, whatever they say. Well, I wish, right? I wonder. I have actually the pictures of. So I didn't know I had a stroke for 2 weeks, and I thought something was wrong with my eye. So I kept going underwater trying to wipe it off, but that was scar tissue from all the blood vessels that had blown up in my eye. I didn't know any of this. So I had...
James, those things were happening a lot to us around here. The lights going, the feeling like something was really wrong, and the animals were acting strange in the house. They didn't want to be certain rooms. They didn't want to be outside at times. And then when the big drone media frenzy happened, it all.
I think that they thought that was a false invasion, and no one cared. If you want the truth, that's actually what happened.
But I think they got so busy that so many people were seeing these things in the sky that they had other targets. That's kind of what it felt like.
Well, and then you had all the people that were on there they just had a drone, because a lot of them had I have a Cessna 172, so a lot of them had.
The drones that we saw did not have propellers. They were jets. They were larger, like truck-sized drones.
Well, let me say, they still had the red and the green and the strobe light on them. Those are FCC rules, so.
Yeah, but sometimes they would turn them off. Like, it would just be like, it would look like an orb for a while. Like, it would just be one big spotlight, and then all of a sudden it would change and go to the regular aircraft lights.
All right, so I think I've sent the 2 deals where they hit me. I'm going to say I guess it's almost exactly, is it May 16th? It'd be 2 years in May 16th. And I woke up during this time period. Everyone said, it looked like you turned your flash on your camera. Well, I think they used my iPhone to position. So now I don't put my iPhone on the right side of me through the window. I leave it on the left side of me close to the window.
I would put your phone in a bag. Do you have a bag that blocks EM?
It's called a Faraday.
Yeah. So either put it in a bag in the microwave or just in another room. That's what we started doing.
All right, guys, tell me I'm screwed. This one's mine. Look, Carnu Sony 13 Pro. You know what I paid for that phone? If I find out that's a real tattoo when she gets home, I'm going to beat her for like 40 hours when I know it's some kind of pullover thing. Look, they're 13. They're whoring out around, Key West, Fort Lauderdale, South Beach. They flew home today. They should have been home about 10. That's Caitlin, and that's Haley, and their channels are huge. Their channels are huge, and they're not making any money because we don't let them, although we should. I had that talk with the ex tonight. I said, well, why? They do more views than me. She said, because it's all dirty old men. I was like, all right, you got me there. Hello?
Yeah, I'm here.
All right, I'm going to download this. I know it's probably already downloaded. And I don't know if this is the right one or the next one's the right one. But y'all will see.
I'm going to get off here now. I'm going to get off the phone. I'm going to go to bed soon.
All right, well, have a wonderful evening.
It's 2:30 here, so I just wanted to finally get to talk to you and thank you again for,
fighting the good
people
fight.
aware of what's going on.
Someone's got to have the nuts to fight the good fight. If everyone, the Democrats have no problem. They have no conscience, and I have a huge conscience, like good people do, right? And that's what makes it so hard for us to fight the good fight, because we have that conscience, and we don't want to pull a bunch of shit or whatever.
Right.
And that is, well, create a huge problem for us if you want the truth.
It's a very scary time period.
Yeah, and if you've been watching me a long time, you know I'm armed all the time, but I bring this channel to the edge of getting in big trouble.
Yeah.
From the Wiener laptop, which I have, to the Hunter Biden laptop, which I had. I just always have someone giving me something that I would rather not see.
Yeah, and it's impacted your health, it's impacted my health, it's impacted my people around me have been impacted by it. So
You're right.
We do have to be careful at some level, but at the same time, everybody's in
All right,
jeopardy.
is it real quick before you go? Watch the orbs. So this is one of my there's an orb there. I'm going to start it at the beginning. And y'all watch. So look, one there, the camera came on by itself. It only comes on for 15 seconds and then it goes off. But there's one there, another orb. There's a bunch of them. Then y'all saw it was like looked like I was smoking pot, but I'm not smoking anything back there. I'm sound asleep. It's like 3:08 in the morning, right?
That's happened a lot here too. Same thing.
But look at the orbs. They come out of the walls. Now watch.
Yeah.
Watch more orbs. Look at my room. Did y'all see that? One big flash, and then followed by a second flash. And if you look, orbs. Now, how would I have made an orb and another orb there? None of my cameras. There's another orb that just went by if y'all didn't see it. My and somehow the orbs know where the camera is. Right there, into the camera. We have to play this over again because, look, another one. What's weird is the orbs, they seem to know where the camera is because I have 6 internal and 6 external cameras. I've got 4 on, there's another orb, y'all can see them everywhere. 4, and then it looks like I was lighting like a pipe, but I'm not. Maybe they were, I don't know. My phone.
Did you have the lights come on and off at night?
I didn't wake up till after all this, and I'd never seen my camera stay on. My phone was buzzing saying, your camera's going off.
I just saw it.
Yeah, that was.
I saw the room. Yeah, that's exactly what we've seen in the house.
That's what they took my eye and my face with.
Yeah.
So, but can anyone see the orbs? Because look, the camera's still sitting there. There's not, and the lights are still going off. Look, another orb. It's not going off one single time. Same infrared, another orb. Same infrared camera. I don't know what these orbs are. They seem to be coming from.
I saw the really bright flash in your room.
There it is, right there. That's what took my eye and my face out. And it's sad. It is.
Yeah.
I always wondered, the orbs turn the infrared camera on, although it would have caught that anyway, it might have not caught all of that little. It looks like I have I'm smoking crack and something blows up back there. But these orbs are the giveaway that the same camera is sitting exactly right back behind the refrigerator. This is the Kenmore refrigerator right here, sitting right back behind there. And look, see all the orbs. There's never been a single night, because in the morning I would see all the alerts from my cameras, and I've got 3 of them. The studio is about 100 yards that way, and I've got one coming the other way, and see another orb. This is the only night, and there was an orb actually in my room that went from another orb. It's scary as shit. And then that, I don't know what, that's the smoke detector that just came on. Then boom, and I was so stupid. I woke up, my face was all swollen. I didn't have like everything they tell you. Like my jaw wasn't slouching. I could still speak. I could think. Luckily, I took 750 milligrams of aspirin, some Benadryl, went back to sleep, and my doctors actually told me you should be dead. So they try to get me. This is when I was every single night, boom, telling y'all everything about the Wiener laptop, the Hunter Biden laptop.
They definitely target people.
Well, and
that are, going against their agenda.
And what's so weird here is the orbs this camera goes off in 15 seconds. But if y'all can't see the orbs, I can't help y'all. They keep the camera on so everything's recorded, because the camera go right off. It'll go right off in 15 seconds. But there's not a 15-second period between that crap and all these orbs that just seem, there's one there, they seem to appear. I don't know what the fuck happened. And look, the same camera sitting up right now, it totally works. I can talk to my dog. I can talk to anyone. There's one right there into the camera. Boom. I can, orb. See the orb? Another. And it looks like I'm lighting something. And hey, I smoke, but occasionally, and not in my room. And not cigarettes. Just smoke. And that's not what happens here. What's weird here is the camera didn't go on and off 45 times each time an orb came, and then as soon as that burst of energy, whatever it was, the camera goes off for good and never comes back on. No more orbs. No more orbs. So, you know what? I'm not going to pretend like I know what's going on. I just know that I'm 99%
I would say it's not supernatural. I would say it's a directed energy weapon.
What do you think
a lot of intel officers have been targeted.
What could the orbs that y'all can all see flying around here? What could they be? They woke up the camera.
Digital camera, especially like infrared.
Oh, this is a really high-end camera. You know that.
No, it's just hard to tell because, it could be dust particles. It could be nanoparticles.
But wait. Let me just say, I still live in the same place, and for 2 years, the camera hasn't come on one time at night yet.
Yeah.
Not one time. Not one.
We had the same thing at the big house here. The camera's coming on hundreds of times at night recently. Not as much recently, but like months ago, like 6 months ago. And it's scary because you don't really know. It's invisible, so you don't really know how it's happening.
So that's really what happened to me. What this brings me back to, of course, is the story of Osiris. The whole design of the Vatican and D.C., it brings me back to the fact that a lot of the entertainers are so stupid, they hold their hand over the wrong eye. You'll see some with right, some with left. It's a left eye that's supposed to be. it was taken by Set, one of the original fallen angels, Ra being the devil, the original fallen angel, Set being his great-grandson, also Osiris and Isis being his great-granddaughter and son were married, and he became king. Set was so jealous that he killed Osiris, but Isis put him back together. The reason that I want to show y'all something before you go, Podesta. The reason that Podesta, what he did is he gaslighted y'all. He gaslighted y'all. 14 and fish. So the story goes, and y'all can all type it in, Osiris and Isis. What he did was he gaslighted y'all while he was in charge, and he put up, we worship Horus. That's who they worship, is Horus. That's the reincarnation of Osiris. And it says Osiris is torn into pieces by his brother, Set. Isis recovers 13 pieces but can't find the penis. That's why they have the Washington Monument and the monument in front of the French capital and the monument in front of the Vatican. And that's why Congress is a dome-shaped. That's the pregnant lady. That's why the Vatican is dome-shaped. It's the pregnant lady. She then uses her magic, you see how they spell it, to revive her dead husband, although they couldn't find the peeper. And it's reincarnated, just so you guys know, into Horus, who goes back, fights Seth, and kills Seth. But during the fight, he loses his left eye. So he was gaslighting y'all when he was in charge. And I hate to watch this in front of my friends. And I hate to watch all these tornadoes on the ground as well. Well, hey, there you go. We got them all the way up as far as Chicago now, guys. So y'all be... And as south as 2 in Alabama.
A lot of them, in that line, you'll notice it just looks like a wall of. It's almost like a derecho instead of a tornado.
And there was very little warning. There's about 24 hours warning. There should be a lot more. We're going to have tornadoes tomorrow, guys. It'll be just as intense. And Sunday, just as intense. It's going to work its way towards the east, but I don't see it.
Did you see the fires in Oklahoma and Texas today driven by the wind?
I actually told y'all last night that I knew that there would be more fires in Texas, Oklahoma than there ever has been, but I didn't, and I did call out the wind as the cause.
Yeah, today that happened.
Yeah, I'm only one day late. I showed y'all the warnings. That's all I can do.
Yeah. Well, it's great talking to you, James. Have a good night.
All right, you too. Thanks for joining us, guys.
All right, talk to you soon.
God bless you.
God bless you, too.
We're going to hang it up, too, guys. I am going to try to put something together. It needs to be put together. And I appreciate everyone joining us. God bless you guys. Never give up. The only difference between the winner and the loser is the winner gets up that very last time. I always try to teach my children that. If you get up one more time than the other guy, you won. Even if he knocked you down. If you get back up and keep getting back up, and I know at some point you can't get back up anymore. You have to decide what that point is, right? Don't let anyone else decide what that point is for you. My most important words for the day. I wish we had someone to read for us, but hopefully we'll figure something out. That said, God bless you and yours, folks. Please share our works. Please subscribe. Always remember, anything's possible bizarro world. God bless you all.